The small business. Level 1. The truck. You are 24 years old. You have a beat-up Ford F-150 with 140,000 miles on it, a second-hand mower you bought off Facebook Marketplace for $400, and an edger that belonged to your uncle. You have no business license, no insurance, no website. You have a phone and a willingness to show up. You print 200 flyers on the library printer for $4.80. You walk every street in your neighborhood and push them into mailboxes on a Saturday morning. Your hands smell like ink for the rest of the day. 3 people call. You mow all 3 lawns that week. You charge $45 each. You make $135 in 4 hours. After gas, you clear $118. You feel something you haven't felt at your warehouse job. You feel like the number is yours. Nobody handed it to you. Nobody approved it. You went and got it. You tell yourself this is temporary, just something on the side. But you go back the next Saturday, and the one after that. By the end of the summer, you have 11 regular clients. You are making $1,900 a month on weekends alone. You quit the warehouse job in October. Everyone thinks you're making a mistake. You don't argue. You just go mow another lawn. Level 2. The first employee. By spring, you have 34 clients. You cannot service 34 clients alone. Not at the standard you've set. Not without working 7 days a week, which you did for exactly 3 weeks before your body told you it was finished. You hire your first employee. His name is Darius. He is 19. He shows up on time every day for the first 2 weeks, which is more than you can say for the next 3 people you hire and fire in the same month. You learn immediately that running a crew is a different job than running a mower. You are now a manager. You never applied for that job. Nobody trained you for it. You figure it out through mistakes that cost you clients, through callbacks you have to eat, through one afternoon where Darius trims a client's prize rose bushes down to the stem, and you spend 45 minutes on the phone apologizing to a woman who is crying about her garden. You replace the rose bushes out of pocket. $340. It doesn't break you, but it teaches you something a business class never could. Your reputation is your only product. Everything else is just equipment. You also learn what payroll actually means. You pay Darius $18 an hour. After taxes, workers' comp, and the time it takes you to process everything, that $18 costs you closer to $23. You did not know this before you hired him. You know it now. You raise your prices 15%. 2 clients leave. 32 stay. The math improves dramatically. You file for an LLC. You get insured. You build a basic website on a Sunday afternoon. It looks exactly like what it is, a website built on a Sunday afternoon. It is still better than nothing. By the end of year 2, you are doing $187,000 in revenue. You are taking home $51,000. The difference between those 2 numbers is the first thing that surprises people when they find out what running a business actually looks like. Level 3. The growth problem. You have 3 crews now, 11 employees. A trailer, 2 trucks you own outright, and a third you're leasing. You have 90 clients on recurring contracts. Commercial accounts have started calling. A property management company wants you to maintain 6 apartment complexes. The contract is worth $140,000 a year. You sign it. This is the decision that changes everything. Not because it goes wrong, because it goes right. And right, at this size, means more complexity than you have ever managed in your life. You need more equipment. You finance it. You need a crew foreman for the commercial accounts. You promote Darius. He is good at it. You need someone to handle scheduling and client calls because you cannot do it anymore while also running the operation. You hire an office manager named Patricia. She costs you $42,000 a year. She is worth every dollar within 60 days. Your revenue crosses $400,000. Your stress crosses every threshold you previously thought was your limit. You are working 60 hours a week. You have missed your daughter's last 4 Saturday morning activities because Saturday morning is your heaviest service day. Your spouse stopped asking you to come to bed at a reasonable hour somewhere around month 8 of this year. You tell yourself it's temporary. You have been saying that for 2 years. The first rule of a service business: revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and time is the thing nobody puts on the balance sheet until it's already gone. Level 4. The system. You are 29. You have been running this business for 5 years. Revenue last year was $680,000. You took home $141,000. You have 18 employees, 4 trucks, a storage yard you lease on the edge of town, and a software system that manages routing, invoicing, and client communication in a way that would have seemed like science fiction to the version of you pushing flyers into mailboxes. You built something, a real thing, with weight and structure and a reputation in this market that took 5 years of 7-day weeks to earn. And you are tired in a way that sleep does not fix. You see a therapist for the first time at 29. Not because anything catastrophic happened, because your spouse sat you down on a Tuesday night and said something you couldn't argue with. You are here, but you are never here. And there is a difference. You start building what the business books call systems, documented processes for every repeatable task, quality checklists, a training program for new hires so the knowledge lives in the company and not just in your head. You hire a general manager. His name is Russell. He has run operations for a regional landscaping company for 8 years. He costs you $78,000 a year. The week Russell starts, you take a Friday off for the first time in 3 years. You sit in your backyard. You don't know what to do with yourself for the first 2 hours. By the 3rd hour, you start to remember who you were before the business consumed the entire square footage of your life. Level 5, the million. You are 32. Your revenue crosses $1 million for the first time in March. Not at the end of the year, in March. You will finish the year at $1.4 million. You are profitable. You are stable. You have 24 employees who depend on this business for their income. You have a general manager who runs the day-to-day. You have systems that work without you standing over them. You have a business that could, in theory, operate for a week without your direct involvement. You do not celebrate the $1 million mark the way you imagined you would when you were 24 pushing flyers in the rain. You find out the number on a Thursday morning when your bookkeeper sends you the monthly report. You read it twice. You pour another coffee. You have a call with Russell at 9 about a new commercial contract. The number is real. What it cost is also real. 5 years of missed weekends. A marriage that survived because your spouse is more patient than you deserved. A body that carries the accumulated debt of early mornings and physical labor and stress in ways you are only beginning to notice at 32. You don't regret it. That's the honest answer. You don't regret it. But you understand now something nobody tells you at the beginning. The business doesn't cost you money to build. It costs you time. And time, unlike money, does not compound. It only goes one direction. Somewhere right now, a 24-year-old is loading a second-hand mower into the back of a truck. They printed flyers this morning. They have 11 lawns lined up for Saturday. They feel the way you felt the first time a number was entirely theirs. They are going to build something real. It is going to cost them something real. Both of those things will be true at the same time. They won't fully understand that yet. You do.